Christmas is celebrated with countless lights illuminating our streets, our homes, our trees, our most cherished spaces, but the central story of Christmas, the narrative that changed the world forever, began with a single light in absolute darkness, the miraculous and unmistakable Star of Bethlehem. This star, let me emphasize, was not a mere astronomical coincidence that happened to align. It was a direct intervention, a deliberate act of God, a celestial sign that moved with a single, miraculous, and inescapable purpose, to guide a few wise men, the Magi, from a distant land to the newborn king who was destined to be the light of the world. This star, this luminous and mysterious phenomenon, is God's unwavering promise to you today. It is the guarantee that even in the darkest night of your life, when you feel disoriented, when the fog of uncertainty is so thick you can't see a foot ahead, God Himself will provide the exact light you need to take the next step in His purpose. The Star of Bethlehem is, in essence, the ultimate metaphor for the divine guidance that is available, waiting to be claimed, by every believer who seeks it with a sincere heart, a fully surrendered heart, and pure intentions. Consider the starting point of the Magi. They were elite men of science, wealth, power, and vast accumulated knowledge. But when it came to finding the Savior, all their worldly maps, all their telescopes, and all their earthly wisdom proved utterly insufficient. They needed something more, something that transcended logic, a clear and specific sign from on high. Like them, we often reach a turning point in life where all our accumulated knowledge, all our life experience, and all our resources are exhausted, vanish, and we find ourselves at a crossroads where human logic simply cannot guide us in the right direction. It is precisely at that moment of total surrender, at that moment of acknowledging our dependence, that the star of God, the light of His Spirit, begins to shine with the greatest intensity and clarity. Divine guidance is not activated when we have all the answers in our hand, it is activated, it manifests, when we admit that we are lost and that we need His supernatural light to move us. The first crucial lesson the star offers us is that it only shines, only is visible, in the darkness. If life were perfectly predictable, if the path were a clear highway, if there were no obstacles or uncertainty, we wouldn't need celestial guidance. The star appeared in the deep night. This teaches us a fundamental lesson of divine providence. God doesn't wait for your situation to be comfortable or perfect to guide you. He doesn't wait for you to be strong. In fact, your current confusion, your financial uncertainty, your questioning of your true purpose, that is the ideal and perfect backdrop for God's star to begin shining more clearly in your life. Never see darkness as a sign of abandonment. Interpret it as confirmation that celestial guidance is about to appear on your horizon. Fear always demands the assurance of seeing the entire path to the end of the journey. Faith only demands enough light, enough guidance, to take the first step. God won't show you the map of the next 5 years of your life, He will show you exactly where to place your right foot tomorrow, and you must fully trust that this sufficient light is perfect, more than adequate, for that specific day. The second essential lesson is that the star demands constant movement and action. The Magi were men of study, but they were not passive. The star didn't stop at their homes and hand them the baby. They had to leave their comfort zones, pack up everything they owned, cross deserts, travel for months, investing time, resources, and energy in a monumental effort. God's guidance is almost always interactive. He doesn't guide, doesn't speak, to those who are sitting still and static. He guides those who are moving, those who take steps of faith. If you feel stuck or lost today, ask yourself honestly, have I taken the final step of obedience that God has already clearly revealed to me? Obedience in the previous step is, ironically, the key that unlocks the vision for the next. Faith and laziness are two incompatible concepts. The star gives you direction, but you must provide the effort, the courage, and the action to walk. The journey of the Magi also revealed the inescapable presence of opposition. When the star led them to Jerusalem, their question about the king ignited fear and opposition from the tyrannical Herod, a man desperately clinging to his earthly throne. This is a vital lesson for us. Divine guidance doesn't exempt you from opposition, in fact, it often intensifies it. When you begin to walk firmly in God's purpose, the enemy will take notice, and the forces of darkness will be activated to try to stop you. There will be Herods in your life, critical people, inner doubts, unexpected obstacles that will try to kill your dream or divert you from the path. Opposition is not a sign to stop, it is confirmation that you are on the right path and that your ultimate destiny is meaningful and valuable to the kingdom. Don't let fear or conflict cause you to doubt the star you have seen. Stay resolutely focused on the light, not the tyrant's shadow. The culmination of the Magi's entire journey was worship. The goal of God's guidance is not merely to make you successful or solve all your problems. The ultimate goal of every step is to lead you to a place of total surrender. When the Magi finally found the child, they didn't just do a quick accounting, they prostrated themselves on the ground and worshipped Him with reverence. They opened their treasures and offered Him gold, frankincense, and myrrh. These gifts symbolize royalty, divinity, and sacrifice, and represent the complete surrender of their lives and resources. Their long and arduous journey ended in humility and surrender. If the path of faith has led you to pride, if it has made you feel superior, then you have strayed from the guidance of the star. God's guidance always leads you to bow down. God's guidance has as its ultimate goal the glory of Christ and the humility of your heart. The final chapter of the journey reveals another profound truth. They were warned by God in a dream and returned to their homeland by a different route. Once they worshipped, they could not return to their former lives. God gave them a clear instruction not to return to Herod. This teaches us that God's guidance is dynamic and ongoing. Once you have encountered Jesus and sincerely worshipped Him, you can no longer go back to your old life. God gives you a new path, a new destination, and a new direction. Your encounter with the Savior always results in a radical change of course, a transformation. Do not return to your old Herod, your old habits, your old thought patterns, or your old way of living. The journey to Bethlehem has ended, but your new life in His purpose has just begun. Let the light of Christ guide you not only in the big moments, but in every decision of your daily life. Trust in His light, walk boldly in His direction, and the destiny of worship and purpose is assured. The Star of Bethlehem is shining for you today, brighter than ever before.